And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel. Beautiful people. Yes, I know I shaved my head like a little too low. It'll grow back. Give me a week. I just wanted to see what I would look like. Kind of feeling like Superman. But anyways, that's besides the video. Let's jump in. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, I titled it, boys and girls, Why Atheists Are Beta AF. Yes, I'm not going to swear. We're done swearing, guys. We follow Christ. And part of being holy is trying your best to hold your tongue, or to best use words that are there that represent God and not of ones who have foul mouths. As you guys know, I used to swear a lot. Anyways, though, with that said, atheists are beta AF, guys. Now, I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time. You guys know that this channel has definitely taken a Christian perspective. It's taken a much more godly perspective. It's taken a monk mode perspective. I'm doing what like 0.2% of men have ever done or are doing, so of course I'm gonna get different results and think differently. So if you guys give me a weird eye that my channel's, evolved to this certain light, well, like, what do you expect? I've been on retention celibacy for an entire year now, guys. This is just what's being called within me. And again, not that this is about me. This is just what's being called within men. Like, it's time for us to step up to the plate. You guys can keep just playing make-believe degeneracy with the rest of your red-pilled YouTubers, or you can stand up and evolve. And yeah, maybe you look a little funny, but that's life. Like, what else do you expect? Am I supposed to be the exact same as everyone else? Are you supposed to be? No. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. With that, in today's video, like I said, atheists are beta AF. Now, guys, I'm not going to be going into the politics of, I don't know, I guess you could say atheism versus religion. I don't really care about that. I've summarized this video into one main principle on why I believe the majority of atheists, not only is atheism being propagated in our society like hotcakes, like pancakes. My dad used to say that. They're selling like hotcakes. It's just a dad joke, right? Anyways, it all comes down to self-entitlement, right? Now hear me out. When we are children, okay, the biggest difference between boy and man is his ability to take responsibility. Now, the reason I believe, I'm going to kind of go all over the place a little bit. The reason I believe all men are built religious, we are meant to follow leaders and gods, is simply because when we were children, we followed a father above us, correct? I mean, this is a perfect example. As children, we, if in a righteous household, did very well because there was a leader above us. There was direction, there was guidance, there was a father. I literally think of my dad saying, you got to act like this, don't act like this, do this, don't do this. There was a lot of order and boundary, right? Objectivity. And you may think, that's a bad thing, and this actually ties into why so many men are atheists. Maybe they had an abusive father, or they had a bad relationship to the masculine, right? Maybe their father was too controlling, too ABCD. There's no joy in being a child, right? There has to be some room of just let the kid evolve on his own. Now, like I said, if we have a good relationship to our father, he was a righteous leader, you could feel that he was guiding us correctly. Yes, there was order. Yes, there was punishment at times. Yes, there was there was pain, right? That's what masculinity is. It's straightening you up, and sometimes when we fall out of line, we got to get auto-corrected, right? Now, if we had a strong relationship to our father, I believe, right, when we supersede our father, because every single boy is supposed to metaphorically kill or surpass his father, right? So my dad died when I was 14, and now I'm in the real world. I don't have a literal father. As men, we transcend and look for the next father. Beautiful. Right? Now, for me, when my dad died, I looked for other mentors. Maybe this was Elliot Hulse at the time. You guys know we did the podcast with him. Amazing. Maybe these are other spiritual mentors, right? Maybe this is God the Father. Above all, the ultimate mentor. Do you understand? All men, we work in hierarchy. We spoke about this in the podcast with Elliot. Definitely go check that out. Men seek atonement with Father. Men seek the next challenge, the next obstacle, the next leader above. Always. And we're always looking for it. This is why, like I said, men work in hierarchies. We work in ranks. What is a rank? It is a vertical system of order. It is not because necessarily one person's better than the other. Right now, you may view that if you had a toxic relationship to the father. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna bring this all full circle and explain about that in a second. But a good hierarchy, you think of like the army or a sports team or a good corporation, right? I'm in a condo building, right? The penthouse is at the very top. When it's a properly ordered, objective, masculine hierarchy, right? This is what masculinity is. Think of like stacking pancakes, right? Stacking levels to a video game, right? When it's properly ordered, it's good. We need this. Our society thrives through order, right? Right? And if you don't believe me, this is why we have police, we have government, there are authorities. This is okay. A lot of you guys, now let's kind of bring it full circle. Unfortunately, the reason the majority of you guys are atheists, not because like that was like the natural default. No. You had like a perversion in your relationship with masculinity. It got stunted somewhere along the road. So now you have a rebellious nature that views this order, this structure, in a toxic light. How do I know this? I mean, let's open our eyes, guys. What is our society perpetuating? Toxic masculinity. This is wrong. Anything of order and objectivity. God, patriarchy, oppressive, misogynistic. So, I mean, it's hitting you from so many angles, but I'm not even blaming the outside world telling us that this is wrong, right? Oh, God, Sky Daddy, that's wrong. Like, that's a given, which I'll make separate videos on, which I could... That, let alone, is your kind of entire answer. You're being brainwashed not to think this way. But again, let's self-responsibility. The majority of you guys, unfortunately, and this is why every boy actually has to forgive his father. I'm realizing now as I get older. Thankfully, I forgave my father because I had a great father, but, of course he died, so there was resentment. But I forgave him, I guess, a long time ago. I've always had a good relationship with my dad. He was a good man. I was the oldest in my family, so I got disciplined the most. My little brother, it's funny. Not gonna go off, but it's funny to see like your relationship with your father. My little brother, he was the baby of the family, so he's kind of like a little, I don't want to say he's a spoiled brat, but it's very different. I had like a good level of discipline growing up. My dad really straightened, I don't know why he straightened out my brother, but he really straightened me out. Like I just remember so many times when I was young, him like pulling me aside and saying, like I'm telling you, every time we would go out, man, if I like said something wrong, I was a kid, right? I'd do something, he would just be like, hey, we got it, da-da-da-da-da, right? But then he would show me the proper way, and he was always very like easygoing, he was lighthearted, but if I did something, he would tell me. He would not let it slip. And this is what we lack so much in our society today. And I think this is why I do so well in this community, because I know when I'm wrong, right? Now, sometimes I grow a little prideful and I get a little flabbergasted and stuff, but like, guys, I know when I'm wrong. I realize I have a good relationship to order and masculinity. I know there's rank, I know there's hierarchy, and I know my place among it, and that's fine by me, right? Learn. So, to bring it full circle, because I know I kind of just spoke of a ton of things here, the reason the majority of you guys are atheists is because you are choosing, let's kind of view this like, I don't want to speak about like transgenderism because I don't want to trigger any algorithms, but let's say you're like born a man and that's like your default. When you guys are trying to be atheists, that's like you being born a man and trying to be a girl. Like you can try to be atheist, but your natural default will be to be religious again, because the word religion just translates to realign. Religion, to be a religious man, is just to subscribe to Father above. That's what all men look for by default. But because, unfortunately, you guys had a perversion somewhere along the line, maybe your dad abused you, or you had some... I'll tell you really what it is. The majority of you men, unfortunately, kind of like my brother, you didn't have a strong enough masculine presence, period. See, I did. Growing up, my dad, and maybe this is why I thank him so much, even though he's not here, I got straightened out a lot. So I carry a lot of respect with me. I carry a lot of, like, I know my place in this world. A lot of you guys, unfortunately, had very weak fathers. Right? Now, my dad died when I was 14, so, I'm not saying it's perfect for me either. But a lot of you guys had fathers, and I see this nowadays. I look at our society, kids just like running around, swearing all the time, like with their iPads. Like, that's very terrifying, because those kids in 10 years' time are going to be the ones who, shoot up schools, or who rob this, or they do drugs this. Because guys, I'm so evolved in my thinking. I'm trying to keep this like, not dummy simple, but I'm trying to like conceptualize this for you. The reason people are atheist, or they do drugs, or they promote violence, or they're listening to rap music and all these kind of degenerate things that's like a form of rebellion, is because they didn't have a strong father growing up. That's the whole point of this video. This is very deep to understand, and I know there's probably Freudian psychology on this, but this is kind of just common sense. If you had a father to give you order and boundary, right? Men need this, and it was healthy, you will function very well in society. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect or anyone's perfect, but you'll function because you know your order, you know your place. A lot of you guys did not have this level of discipline. Your father was either absent or he was weak, Or maybe he was too abusive, which is kind of a form of just being weak again. He didn't offer you this structure. He let you just do whatever you want. And so what you're subconsciously looking for is that father to give you boundary. This is why a lot of you guys watch my channel, to be honest. I'll be brutally honest. This is why my Instagram popped up to 100K. And all of my reels, I basically just say, don't do this, don't talk to this person, smarten up. I'm basically telling you, I'm just giving you guys order. I'm just doing this to you guys. I'm not saying, go do whatever you want. I'm saying the opposite. Right? This is why I follow guys like ATHEISTS. They give us order. That's all it is. Right? And God the Father is the ultimate order. So when I say all atheists are beta, it's because that's not your natural, I don't want to say order again, but that's not the natural way you were built. You're, like I said, that's like you being born a guy or a girl and you're trying to be something else. Atheism is a form of rebellion to kind of give the middle finger to your dad growing up because he was abusive. Perfect. That's what I was trying to get out. It's hard to kind of, even for me to conceptualize these ideas because I don't script this. I'm kind of like pulling out ideas from my subconscious and like putting them together like a puzzle. You had a poor relationship with your dad, so you're giving your dad the metaphorical middle finger by trying to be rebellious. I don't need no sky daddy. I'm my own God, right? And you know what that means? That means my dad, when I was younger, he wasn't good to me. And now that I'm not with him, I'm giving him the middle finger. I can do whatever I want. It's a form of rebellion. You're still a baby. You're a child, right? That's what gang violence is. That's what listening to this music is. That's what drugs are. That's what our society offers you in its myriad of forms. Because our society, to bring this video full circle, does not offer you order. We live in a very chaotic society. The opposite of order is chaos. You guys know this from Jordan Peterson. We have order and chaos, like the two dragons, right? We need a level of chaos. That's what I said, like, let your kid naturally evolve. Too much order is a bad thing, too. That's the abusive father. Again, I'm speaking of so many things right here, guys. But hopefully this video made sense. This is why I say atheists are beta. It's because, yeah, you guys are just looking for your place in this world and you've yet to find it. So you're trying to find it through artificial means. And I love you. I am here to offer you a safe place. You know, abide in my channel. And there are not too many other channels like this, but maybe Elliot Hulse or some other masculine channels you guys look up to, and take their advice and form this brotherhood of proper order. Because we are here, I am learning. This is why I follow God above, because I need that father figure. I had that father figure growing up, but because he's not there, I'm searching for it. I'm yearning for it. And what better way, you can do this too, than to yearn for it through the Father above. It's there. He's always there. He gives you order. That's what the Bible is. It is, don't do this, do this. Okay? God loves his children, but he hates the wicked. We need judgment. We need order. We need strong father. We need discipline. We need men who love us. This is the way it is, and this is our job to do for the world around us. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I know my ideas were kind of all over the place here. Again, maybe I should script these beforehand, but I just kind of let myself riff, and hopefully this makes sense. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know the flex. There is always one-on-one coaching. Spots are open. Come and join the team, guys, where we can speak of topics just like this, giving you yourself a level of order, boundary, hierarchy, becoming self-developed as men. We have the step down, which is the workshop, guys. This is group coaching, cheaper than one-on-one coaching, 4 1-hour calls with myself and a small group of men, where we speak on topics just like this, guys. You can check our next one coming up of April, and finally our third and cheapest option, guys. This is the course, passive, online, over 3 hours long. You guys know what's up, changing your lives, giving you all the tools needed to become based. All right, guys, go download the free half-an-hour version below to get a teaser, and I will finish it there. You can support Edge. Let's go. Coupon code Hammond. Love you guys. See you next video. Comment whatever you want below. I am stepping up to the plate now and becoming this leader for you guys to give you this level of order. You're going to get hated a lot of times when you do this because our society is without order and it wants everyone to just become their own god, be atheists, do whatever they want, which is a very poor existence, especially for men. Boys do very poorly with that. This is the rise of ADHD and all these things, which, again, is a complete different video. Maybe I should be a neuroscientist. I don't know. So guys, that is it. Bring back your level of order, follow God, become based, and I will see you in the next video. With that, till then, much love, peace.